We've all seen an IV drip, right? That plastic bag, the slow, steady drip. But have you ever really thought about the incredible science that's going on there? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the IV infusion and get to the heart of a really critical concept in medicine, something called steady state.
Yeah, you've probably wondered about it. How do doctors get that dose just right? Because that slow, constant drip might look simple, but it's actually a super high-stakes balancing act. There's almost no room for error. So how in the world do they nail it every time?
Well, it all comes down to what you could call the Goldilocks problem. You know the story, right? Not too hot, not too cold. It's the same thing with medicine in your bloodstream. You can't have too little, and you definitely can't have too much. It's gotta be just right.
And the stakes are pretty clear. If the drug's concentration is too low, it just doesn't work. It's useless. But if it gets too high, it can become toxic, even dangerous. That sweet spot, right in the middle, that's what we call the therapeutic window. And the entire goal of this whole process is to get the drug level into that window and keep it there.
Okay, so how do doctors and nurses actually pull this off? How do they achieve that perfect, constant balance? The answer is this really beautiful, kind of elegant concept that's pretty much the hero of our story today. It's called steady state. And this, right here, is the ultimate goal of every single continuous IV infusion. It's that magic point of equilibrium. Where the amount of drug going into your body is a perfect match for the amount of drug your body is clearing out. Input equals output. Simple as that. Probably the best way to get your head around this is the good old bathtub analogy. Okay, picture this. The faucet, that's your IV drip, constantly adding water. The drain, that's your body's natural ability to process and eliminate the drug, what we call clearance. And the water level in the tub, well, that's the drug concentration in your body. So, steady state, that's when the faucet is putting water in at the exact same rate the drain is taking it out. The water level just stays perfectly, totally constant. And if you look at a graph of this, you can see the journey perfectly. When the infusion starts, the drug concentration in the body rises, and then it levels off into this beautiful flat plateau. That right there, that plateau is the steady state level. That's the sweet spot where the drug is working safely and effectively.
Now, the crucial thing to understand here is that this isn't guesswork at all. It's math. The steady state level, they call it CSS for short, is actually calculated. It's the infusion rate, which the doctors control, divided by the body's clearance rate, which is unique to you and the specific drug. It's a surprisingly simple formula, but man, is it powerful.
But, and there's always a but, isn't there? Here's the catch. Reaching that perfect plateau, that ideal steady state, it doesn't just happen instantly. Nope, it takes time. Which brings up the next logical question, right? How long does it take to fill that tub to just the right level? If someone's in an emergency, you need that drug to start working now. You can't just wait around. So how long is this waiting game, really? And this is where things get a little mind-bending. According to the math, to reach the true 100% perfect steady-state level, it would actually take an infinite amount of time. Seriously, forever. But of course, in the real world, in a hospital, we don't need mathematical perfection. We just need to get close enough for the drug to do its job. So how do we measure that time? Well, it's all based on something called a drug's half-life. That's simply the time it takes for your body to get rid of half of the drug. So to get to, say, 90% of your target steady state, you're looking at about 3.3 half-lives. To get to 99%, it takes over 6.5. It's all predictable.
And all of this leads to a really important clinical rule of thumb. For pretty much any drug, doctors consider you effectively at steady state after about 5 half-lives. Why? Because at that point, you're at roughly 95% of the final plateau, and that's more than close enough to be effective.
But wait a minute, I know what you're thinking, because it's what everyone thinks. If you're in a hurry, why can't we just speed things up? Back to the bathtub, if you want to fill it faster, you just turn the faucet on full blast, right? So just increase the infusion rate. But this, my friends, is one of the single biggest misconceptions out there. And this is the proof. Check this out. If you double the infusion rate, you will absolutely get a higher steady state level. The water level in the tub will be higher. But, and this is the key part, it takes the exact same amount of time to reach that new higher plateau. Let me say that again because it's so important. A faster infusion rate gives you a higher steady state, not a faster one.
Okay, so if we can't speed it up just by cranking the drip, but we still need that medicine to work right now, what's the solution? What do you do? Well, it turns out there's a very, very clever shortcut.
It's called a loading dose. The idea is simple. Instead of waiting for that slow and steady infusion to gradually fill up the body's bathtub, you just give one large initial dose. It's often called an IV bolus, to basically dump a bucket of water in all at once and instantly get the concentration right up to that target level.
And this is where it gets really elegant. Just check out how this works. You do both things at the exact same time. The loading dose gives you that instant high concentration, which then naturally starts to fall as your body begins to clear it out. But at the same time, you start the continuous infusion, which starts at 0 and begins to rise. And what happens? The falling curve of the loading dose and the rising curve of the infusion perfectly cancel each other out. The result, you get an immediate, perfectly flat line right at the target steady state level from moment 1. It is absolutely brilliant.
Of course, getting that loading dose calculation exactly right is key. If it's perfect, boom, you hit that instant steady state. But if the loading dose is a little too high, the drug level will actually start above the target and then slowly drift down to the steady state line. And if it's too low, well, you'll still get there way faster than without it, but you'll have to watch the concentration slowly climb up to the target. So yeah, precision here really, really matters.
All right, let's wrap this up. What are the big things to take away here? First, steady state is that all-important balance of drug in versus drug out. It's what keeps a medicine inside its safe and effective therapeutic window. Second, remember that it naturally takes about 5 half-lives to get to that state. And finally, the loading dose is that clever, calculated shortcut that lets us skip the waiting game and get there instantly.
And that leaves us with one last question to chew on. The math is perfect, the models are beautiful, they give us the ideal infusion rate, the perfect loading dose for a model patient. But remember, all these calculations depend on the body's clearance rate, and that's something that's different for every single person, which when you think about it, opens up a whole new can of worms and gets us into the really exciting world of personalized medicine.